Hey guys, so I am back. Today we are doing the reveal video. Um, so if you want to know if I got into nursing school, keep watching. Okay, so today is Saturday, November the 2nd, and the last day to apply for the vocational nursing program was actually the 18th, which was the day before my birthday. And I would have loved to have heard on my birthday that I was getting to nursing school, but that was not the case. So, all week I've been recording videos on me getting into the nursing program, but I accidentally erased them. So, I don't even have those anymore. So, here we go. I'm just going to kind of remember what I was saying throughout the week as far as Monday through till now, Monday through Saturday. So Monday, I actually had gotten, I actually went to work and I was like super excited because I had called like for the 19th time in regards to the nursing program and just calling the advisor because, you know, you do all of this and then it's like a waiting game. You hurry up to wait. And I knew the closing was the 18th, and here it is, about to be Halloween. So we're like, what is really going on? Did I just not get in? At least, which email is it? Is it coming through the mail? What's going on? So I called and she left him a message, and she was like, they're coming out this weekend, so just be expecting that. And so at least I had something to go off of. Just something to go off of. So Monday came and I went to work and just business as usual. I went to school. I'm doing prerequisites for RN, even though I'm doing a vocational first. And I just, let me get to that and why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. So I went to work and I had a friend of mine that I used to go to church with. I'm not going to say her name, but she's like, hey girl, so how's the nursing thing going? Because the last thing she knew, I was going through nursing. The church I went to a couple of months ago, I was going through a bad marriage and it sadly ended. But it was for a reason why I went there, and amazing church and loving people, godly people. But I saw one of the members of the women's Bible study, and she was asking me about it, and she said, and I said, actually this week we find out if we get in the program, if we get to go in on starting January for the vocational nursing. And she said, oh wow, well just let me know, I'm sure you'll be fine. And she said, you know what, whenever you graduate, just let me know and we'll hire you. And I was like, what? Because she's a nurse herself, amazing. Most of them were very educational, nursing or teachers, or very just superficial, had a purpose, much older. I was in the older class with the women, and I'm 30, but my heart, y'all, if anybody knows me, I have an older heart. Because that's how I was raised, around grandma and raised around the older generation. And I love that about me. I love that I can understand, and God helps me to understand all generations, not just me in my 30s or younger, but to have a type of servant's heart that God has developed, not me. But to say all that, for me to get that on Monday, it was kind of like, oh wow, God, I already have a job even before I graduate. And that was just the amazing part. So that was just Monday. And Tuesday, Wednesday roll around, and I did another video on just checking up on the email, checking the mail, and God was just revealing to me, even in those days, as far as the point system and how, you guys, I literally applied with a 1.59 GPA, not good at all, like at least a 2.0 as far as points wise. And then that was this January, and then coming around, having to get that GPA up. And I mean, one semester was probably like 0.25. So it was like I was trying, and I had to starting off, I realized around the beginning of the year, I wanted something different at the job I've been at for 5 years. And ending in December, so it would be 5 years in December that I've been working where I've been working at. It's just a local Walmart, but I love it, and it helped me to grow to love people. It helped me to understand people, and it helped me to love all people, and that's what God used to bring out who I was and to exercise my ministry, because I loved it. I love it still. I love people, and I love to help. I love to be a servant. I love it. And so I believe that's what helped me to develop into the nurse that I am today, and that I'm going to be, because me exercising that gift and learning who I am as a person, because just because I'm not that yet doesn't mean I'm not that person. I just have to learn how to be who I am, and that's what God wants us to see. So don't give up on your dream, even if it's not nursing. And so God was revealing a vision to me about September. I had just finished up anatomy in the summer, and I made A's and B's, guys. It is not easy. And going through the summer, it's just so quick. It's quick. And so I was going through that, and then I get to prerequisites for RN, because that was just to get into to apply to the LVN program, and I could apply being in anatomy, and I had already done basics. You guys, I had started 2008 and doing basics, quit school at 2011. The reason why my GPA was so low was because I had dropped out of 2 semesters, one spring, one fall semester, and that gave me zeros for 4 classes. It was 8 because I tried to do it again. But what was going on is I was trying to work and I was trying to go to school, and I did not have the help that I have now. And so I was suffering, and so I had to let one of the 2 go. And me not being wise back then, of course, because I'm young, 2008 I was 18, so compared to 30 right now, 30. So at this point, God was just trying to, develop me into the person I am now, through the jobs and through the lessons learned as I was getting older. But he showed me a vision. I'm getting to the point. He showed me a vision of me sleeping, and when I was having the vision, I was asleep at night, of course, and I saw my advisor. And she was like showing me my paperwork, and she was like, Whitney, we've got everything, we've got all we need. You're just a few points too shy. I'm sorry, you don't qualify. You don't make it this round. And I literally cried. I cried so hard, and I woke up and I cried, and I was like looking like, oh, I'm not gonna make it in here. All this for nothing. And I mean, this was like the beginning of September. And by the end of September, I had taken my TEAS test. I had made a 66 on that. And I had finished with anatomy A&P, and I got a 2.88 for the semester. And I don't even know why it wasn't a 3 point something, because it was A's and B's. But anyways, that's what I had received. So I was just going through ups and downs the entire time. I was going through these prerequisites and trying to get into this class. And I just knew I didn't have the points. And the advisor calls me probably mid-September, and she said, it's not yet closed. We just need a few more points. I'm thinking, oh God, she's going to say I don't get in. And she was like, okay, do you have any shot records, anything we could put on here to give you some points? And I'm thinking, I can find some shot records. Like, I was at work, and I left work an hour early to get this done. When you are going in the right direction, and God even revealed it to me in a vision, like, hey, don't play around with this, because this is real. You will not get in if you don't do what she's asking you to do. And it was so specific, because I could literally see myself in the vision as she was talking to me, and I was on the phone and at work trying to see what she needed, because she emailed me, and I was like, email, what does that mean? We need more information. We need this. So I called about 2 hours later. I had to get some shots. I had to pay to get those shots. And I drove up there before she left. I asked her, what time do you leave? I literally had to drive up there. I had to get shots done, and I'm rushing the people at the emergency care center. And then I get those shots, and I take them to her, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm in a rush, but I have to go get my baby from school. So it was literally like, no, I'm going to take this seriously. And so if anybody's ever been in that type of struggle where God has shown you something, and you can let it pass you by if you want to, not to say that it won't come to pass, but you can, your heart depends on how long or how bad or when you receive the things of God that God has for you that's already yours. But he was just, struggle after struggle. God was revealing to me, already. And so I was reminded of that Tuesday and Wednesday, and I shared that in a video, which I deleted on accident. And then we came to Thursday and Friday, and still no email, still no signs of relief of anxiety. And then it came. I was going to lunch today around 12, and no, it was like 11:30, and I went to go visit Babe, and we were just talking, and I was about to leave, and he checks the mail, and he was like, here you go, babe, your congratulations letter. And I thought he was kidding. I'm like, no, like, stop playing. I'm getting in the car. I'm gonna go to work. Anybody got time for that? I'm still looking for this. I'm checking email 2-3 in the morning. Like, maybe they'll slide it in. Maybe that's, I just need to go to sleep and wake up and it's there. But it just never showed up. But it showed up in the mail. So you will know, you will get it in the mail. I'm trying to find the little packet, but yeah, I opened it and I cried. And let me just tell you, when you're working hard and you're doing everything you can to try to make it, there's always something that the enemy throws at you, and you're just like, what? I didn't even see that. I'm thinking, I'm crossing all my T's, dotting all my I's, and I'm thinking, what? Okay. And so I got it. So I just want you to know, those T's were crossed, those I's were dotted. That's me right there. And I am excited. What you'll actually get is something that to the form of this, it will be blurred out. You will not be able to see my business. So this is the information you will get. A lot of it is a lot of it. You have to have a lot of things done before the class starts. And so I'm just going to run through a few things that we have here on the list. By December 3rd, you need to make sure you go to an orientation of some type, the end program on Tuesday. Then you have to have a drug screen, which is obvious, a physical exam, which is more obvious. You need to have the flu shot. You need to make sure you have proof of immunization so we don't get anybody sick. The point of being a nurse is to help people get better, not make them worse. I just love that part. And then you got to have a clearance from the nursing board that your background will not hurt anybody. You also have to have a TB skin test and a proof of BLS, which is basically your CPR class, so we can save some lives. I am excited. I don't know about you, but when God opens doors that can't nobody open, can't nobody shut, but how he has walked me through each and every step, guys. This is nothing but God, to be honest with you. Even going through the prerequisites, making A's and B's, anatomy first of all, and then the summer first of all, yeah, like nothing but Jesus. But anyway, I just want to encourage anybody that's going through something that God has promised you. And even if you can't even see the full picture, you're walking by faith, but you see little signs of Jesus, you see little signs of steps, you see little signs of doors being opened. You're like, and never in my best case would I've ever gotten to do this without God. I just want to encourage you to keep praying, keep moving, no matter who is on your side, no matter who isn't. All you need to know is that if Christ be for you, who can be against you? And this is the important part. This is why the reveal is so important. because the numbers wasn't adding up. I mean, the grades were not adding up. I mean, even the knowledge to me was not adding up, but it was not so in the eyes of God. And just for Him to tell me that I am worthy, that who I used to be, dropping out of school, getting these paycheck to paycheck jobs. Not saying that this is about the paycheck, but I'm going to be honest with you. As hard and as loving and as kind as reassuring as God has been to me, to be able to fulfill the purpose in my life, has been, since I've been saved, the biggest deal for me, because He's died on the cross. He's done His job. Now it's time for me, because of love, to finish what He started. I thank you, God, because even though we may not be faithful, you are. Regardless of what people think, regardless of what they say. And on this note, for those that think that LVN is just a waste of time, let me tell you this. The LVN is a year program in Texarkana anyways. And so when I graduate with that vocational nursing degree, in 9 months, I'll be a BSN RN online. Look it up, Google it. I'm not going to say much about it, but for us that are following the footsteps behind someone just because it seems right, or just because you've seen people be successful, does not mean that that may be the route for you. I wanted something quicker. I prayed for something quicker. I applied at the LVN because I wanted to get out and into my purpose. And taking that walk is helping me to take leaps and bounds. So let's just add this up. RN program is 2 years. LVN is 1 year. And online is 9 months from LVN to BSN RN. So by the time RNs finish their school, I'm going to be a BSN RN. That's the thing I'm talking about. Most people are trying to talk me into RN. Don't let nobody talk you into, especially when you've done your study, when you've done what you wanted to do, when you know what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. But to trust God. And then now you can be open to have the same thing now that you've heard me, now that you know what God is capable of and what God will do. Trust Him. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bible says if you have a man that doesn't believe in God, he is a fool. And so what I'm saying is it's not me. It's all God. I just want you to encourage you and trust in Jesus Christ. Go Texarkana College. All right, girl. You have a good day.